Haydock Park staged today's feature meeting, and the highlight is the Group 3rd John Of Gaunt Stakes. Confidence in Dutch Connection 4.00 has ebbed somewhat when I saw the fact that the 6-year-old has been drawn out on the wing in stall 8. The selection ran a cracking race in the GP1 Lockinge Stakes at Newbury on his reappearance when losing 5 lengths at the start, yet travelled as well as anything to the furlong pole. The return to 7 furlongs will suit all 5 career wins at this trip, and he would have been a confident selection had it not been for his coffin box draw in stall 8 of 8. The selection was 4/1 at Betvictor earlier in the week, but is 11 quarters joint favourite. I feel the danger is likely to be Charlie Appleby's DBAI, who will appreciate stepping back up in trip, having lost nothing in defeat when second to top-class sprinter the Tin Man at Windsor last month. DBAI was 5/1 earlier in the week, but is now into 4/1 with Betvictor and has a better draw than the selection. In the opener, the maiden Podimo's 2.15 lost nothing in defeat when runner-up behind a useful sort of John Gosden's at Chepstow last time, when stepped up to 1.5 miles for the first time. The winner, Almagerd, holds an entry in the Queen's Face and looks a useful sort. An opening mark of 83 looks workable for the Ralph Beckett-trained colt, who is 7.5 second favourite with Betvictor. In the Achilles Stakes, I am going to give the old boy Muthmere 3.25 another chance, dropping down in grade for William Haggis. The selection was a top-class sprinter on fast ground in his pomp, and the 8-year-old suggested he was no back number when 5th in the GP2 Temple Stakes on good ground over today's course and distance last month. Today's faster ground will suit, as long as the clerk of the course does not get the watering can out, and Muthmere looks a fair price at 3/1. In the last, I think No I'm Easy 5.45 will go close for Tom Doscombe, dropping back to 7 furlongs, having run well when beaten 2 lengths over a mile here last month. The selection was forced to cover plenty of ground from his wide draw on that occasion, and the handicapper has seen fit to drop him a couple of pounds. A big run from Sky Eagle at Goodwood would be a boost to the chances of recent York winner Reverend Jacobs 1.55 in the opener at Musselburgh. The Newmarket Raider looked one to follow when making all on the Knavesmire, although the handicapper has raised him 8 pounds for that narrow success. The selection is 5 quarters with Betvictor in this 6-runner event, and might get an uncontested lead given there do not appear to be any other horses in the field who like to race prominently. Hope is that Kevin Stott gets the fractions right from the front. Great Fighter is back on the same mark as when winning the corresponding race 12 months ago, but I am hopeful that 4 Kingdoms 4.20 appreciates today's step up in trip to 2 miles. The selection has left Carl Burke since scoring over 12F here last month, and he only fetched £12,500 at the Horses in Training sale. That said, I thought he looked ahead of the handicapper when winning here last time, and a £4 rise looks fair. At Newmarket, I expect to see Aim of Artemis 4.15 get further as the season progresses, but she is from a family I like and cost Godolphin 1 million GNS when bought at the sales in December. The filly makes her racecourse debut for John Gosden this afternoon, and has been but with one eye on the paddocks. She still holds an entry in the Group 1 Coronation Stakes at Royal Ascot later in the month, however, and I was most taken with her win at Leicester on good to soft ground over today's 7-furlong trip back in September. At Lingfield this evening, Scoons 5.50 was last off the bridle over the best part of 1.5 miles last time, and he looks sure to appreciate the drop back in trip for James Fanshawe. The recommendation has been raised £1 for that run, but that looks fair, and he remains £2 better off on turf than he is on the all-weather. For all your racing needs, check out Betvictor.